I was told in the Ministry of Agric that he reaped 10,000 bags of maize this year, despite the insecurity. And that comes to how much? 825 million. The way you see him now, you will know that he's a very rich man. But when we tell people that farming has a lot of prosperity attached to it, people don't want to hear. But this is an example that farming pays. That if we will go back to the farm, you are going to reap bountifully. So in just one crop, we are talking about maize alone. He reaped 10,000 bags in maize alone. That alone comes to more than 800 million. Kai shinkafa kuma? Ko ba kai ba? Duna akasa mu.
Shinkafa na yin kaman 5,000.
5,000 bag na shinkafa. Shinkafa is how many thousand per bag? 60,000 per bag. And he did 5,000 bags.
Yes.
So, now 300 million. He made 300 million from rice alone. Made 835 million from maize.
Yes. That's 1 million.
So now kuma kai wake. Eh? So say do na akasa.
Ina samun kamar shi ma 4,000.
4,000 bags of beans. Na kenan.
Farin wake nawa ne yau? No farin wake.
Farin wake. Eh?
95,000.
Oh, for one bag.
95,000. Yeah.
Okay, beans is 95,000 per bag, and he did 4,000 bags of. He did 4,000 bags of beans.
That is 380 million.
So that's 380 million. All of this are Shekara Gudaka Sam.
Yes, 1 billion.
Abun Shahawa. Abun Shahawa and
Yeah, you want to say
Mutum there.
Yes.
We are many, Kuma. We are many.
There are
It's not
many.
me alone. We are
Being
many.
here, there are many together with you.
So, Bringing Gwari has the most fertile soil in the whole of Kaduna
Even me,
State.
I'm their subordinate.
Suni Oga.
This is one of my problems with these propagandists and a propaganda government, a government that believes solely in propaganda, because this is what they sell. Instead of dealing with the issues at hand, they will create a propaganda around a matter. This guy now is going around market looking for farmers to hype agriculture up. Has there been any time Nigerians argue that agriculture is not a profitable venture? That you don't make more money investing in agriculture? There's never been a time. But are there very visible and feasible insecurity issues that has pushed farmers away? Many farmers have died. Many have lost their lives and lost crops, lost money, lost their investment. I know of somebody who consistently preached agriculture at a point as a big brother. From Canada, invested millions of naira, at least not to exaggerate, over 30 million. As I talk to you now, he's packed up. The only thing he has is that he's banked those lands. And they're in a very obscure environment that it's going to be a while before development get there before he says he wants to sell them. That's how terrible. Deal with the issue, sir. Let's stop all this. And that's why I've never joined in conversations that seems to say, oh, don't jack back. People have got their lives to live. Many people do not even care about actually money. People just want peace of mind. People just want to leave their house and get back. Nowhere is 100% safe, but at least where human lives are being respected, that's what people want. I'm seeing one blog that speaks for Tinubu going to analyze house rent in London, house rent in Abuja, and all blah, blah, blah. People are going there to comment. See, if you are privileged, you are part of the 1% of Nigerians that are privileged to have access to resources to take care of yourself and secure yourself. Stay back in Nigeria, I'm telling you. But a few persons, and when they do all this comparison analysis, they forget to know that how many persons have this privilege of having this work to be able to pay for these facilities and live in this kind of life. But then that's why I don't join, because a lot of these guys are not taken by propaganda instead of dealing with the real issues. That's what this fellow, as old as he is, you are going to record a man to say he makes 1 billion. Okay, ask him how much he spends on security. Maybe now they recruit bandits. People like this, of course, they are privileged. For you to know and me say you get level, government they give us security, or maybe bandits don't mark the area, see they know they touch them. I'm not. Nobody is disputing agriculture is a profitable venture. But are farmers being able to have peace of mind? Is there a farmer in south of Nigeria currently that can leave his crop and go to sleep? These are the issues. Deal with it, sir. Deal with the issues and don't stop all this propaganda that you guys are doing around. And that's why I believe a government that spends so much effort to do propaganda will likely not be able to put in effort for the society to win or to advance. I tell you for free. Because they are focused. You cannot do propaganda and do development and do governance. No, you choose one. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government and all these puppets everywhere. There are many industries. Some of them are speaking the English of if Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I said that with a circle of friends we were discussing. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu had a farm in all states in Nigeria, the issues of insecurity would have stopped. The man is a solid businessman. Look at what he's invested in oil and gas. And that's how you are seeing, even with Dangote refinery, APC is still increasing fuel pump price. Because the man has got a stake. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu had farms in all states, let's say 36 states plus Abuja, there is no state that would have had a security. His farm would have been the best. He would have prioritized security for the farms. But because he doesn't, to hell with anybody. And instead of people like you to sit down and say, what do we do to focus on restoring security, maximum security to these guys that are feeding us and fighting for their own livelihood, you are carrying camera and microphone around looking for people to so make it. He's a billionaire, no wahala. He's a billionaire. The rest of us can go and die. Abi, he say instead of it. See, who naked? There's an African parable that says, who naked? No, don't go and ask who naked to give you clothes. The man has lived a life of lie. Those of you believing in him are expecting too much. This man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's lived a life of lie all his life. All his life. Make Tinubu start farm, make his side they do, not be money they find. He wants to be in every. Why you know they do farming? Make he get farm for all of the state of federation, so that he comes back and tell us that we are. Sometimes, do you know people on that, some of these blog propagandists will be writing, you guys are escalating, it's not as hard as that. And they are privileged on that side. They're in Switzerland, Luxembourg, Australia, writing that it's not as bad as that. Or they are privileged to be in Lagos. They have an office where they are attached to. If they pay me, and I swear to God, painfully, sometimes I sit down, they look at them, so I beg, sir.